It is officially 2025, and I am playing Mob of the Dead for the very first time. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Static, and I'm a huge OG Zombies nerd. However, growing up, I never actually owned any of the DLCs, so I've never actually played a lot of the maps. So I decided that in 2025, I'm going to play all the Zombies maps that I've never played before. Starting with a map considered one of the greatest of all time, let's play Mob of the Dead in 2025. Mob of the Dead released in April of 2013 as part of DLC 2 of Black Ops 2. It was directed by the greatest director in the history of the series, this guy. No, not you. You go away. This guy, Jason Blundell. It was the first map directed by him, and he definitely delivered a map full of things to do. I had to find a 15-minute guide from 12 years ago from Syndicate just to figure out how to build the plan, which I still have no idea how to do. So there's a lot to do on this map, but I've set aside 6 goals I want to accomplish over the course of as many games as it takes me, since I'm sure I'll be dying a lot. Those goals are as follows. 1. Craft the plane. 2. Get the Hell's Retriever and upgrade it to the Hell's Redeemer. 3. Craft the shield. 4. Get the free Blundergat. 5. Craft the Acid Gat kit and use it for the Vitriolic Withering. And finally, I just want to upgrade the Tommy gun, just because I never got to use it when I was younger. It always looked fun and I was jealous, so I'm upgrading the Tommy gun. So with my goals in mind, my points built up, and absolutely no plan, on round 4, I left the spawn for the very first time. After running into a few walls and almost dying to the last zombie, I made my way up the stairs and found the first dog for the Hell's Retriever. Fuck! And then took my first down. Luckily, on Mob of the Dead, you have unlimited revives, so I got myself back up, opened the door to the other side of the prison, and found the warden's key. So I pulled this lever, transformed into Palpatine on acid, and jumped through this hole in the wall. Jumped through this hole in the wall. And shocked these 2 boxes, dropped the key, and opened the door. I then thought it might be a good idea to actually grab the key, so I went back and got it, and almost died again, and again, and again, and then again. I seriously don't know how I survived any of that, but let me just say, playing this map has made me remember just how different OG Zombies made you feel. Compared to the new games, my heart was racing the entire time. So in the warden's office, I bought the Uzi off the wall and picked up the first part of the Acid Gat kit. I then ran around opening doors until I found the room that most gamers fear the most, the showers.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
But for me, this would actually become my safe haven, and the only place on this map that I ever really felt comfortable training at any point. I knew there was a part in this washing machine, so after slamming my head into it a few times, I realized that it could probably use some power. So once there was one zombie left, out came Emperor Krusty Fingers once again, this time to start some laundry. Which I learned apparently spawns in more zombies, but I'm a pro gamer, so I handled it like it was nothing. What the fuck? Are there more zombies? With that done, I grabbed the sheets and had my first part for the plane and was one step closer to Pack-a-Punch and completing my first goal. I then run into a couple more walls, open a couple more doors, get eyes on another part for the plane that I'll come back for, and make my way to the docks. At the dock, I take a strategic, intentional down to enter Afterlife, shock this door for another plane part, and turn on Jug. I bought Jug, grabbed the oxygen tank, and while I was there, I bought the oh so iconic Tommy gun. I then made a quick pit stop for the other plane part, and at round 9, I had my first encounter with our good old buddy Brutus. But I wasn't scared. Oh my god. What do I do? What do I do? What do I... I don't like this. Okay. Oh yeah, that's fucking sweet. Yeah, bob and weave, bob and weave. Oh my god. So after making Brutus my bitch, I got to work on feeding that other bitch. Get it? Like female dog. Anyways, I finished that dog, went upstairs, found the third dog in another plane part, but at this point, I was too far into the game without Pack-a-Punch, the shield, the Hell's Retriever, anything to help me, and things fell apart rather quickly. No! Fuck me.
Not done with you.
What? No! So, with one game down, I had accomplished absolutely none of my goals.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
But, with the map knowledge I gained, and the help of a couple 12-year-old YouTube videos, I knew I had everything I needed to master this map in my very next game. With the power of 1,000 YouTubers behind me, I spawned back in with a brand new plan of attack. This time, I would leave the spawn much earlier and prioritize getting the dogs fed and the shield crafted as early as possible. This time, I got my first dog done at round 3, and by round 6, I was pretty much caught back up to where I was before. I grabbed all 3 shield parts and got that thing built to finally complete my first challenge. After running around for 30 minutes looking for the bench, but hey, I picked up this cool generator while I was looking for it. With all the plane parts acquired, I fed my last dog and then built the plane to Pack-a-Punch, finally completing challenge number 2.
This thing better make it off the ground, Weasel.
Shortly thereafter, I would complete my 3rd challenge by upgrading the Tommy gun to the Speakeasy. And now it's time to sit down in this fun party chair and go back to the island to get my Hell's Retriever. And we have
Did something happen?
the Hell's Retriever. First time ever using the Hell's Retriever.
Hey, you got fucking boomerang, bitch.
That was underwhelming. I didn't know how to use it at first, don't judge me, but I figured it out pretty quickly. So now that I had the Hell's Retriever, I could go around and collect these 5 skulls and complete my 4th challenge by getting the free Blundergat, which plays this sick audio. I don't know, I feel like this kind of stuff just doesn't exist in zombies anymore. This was really cool.
I'm coming for you, 723.
Alright, so now all I had left to do is upgrade the Blundergat to the Vitriolic Withering and upgrade the Hell's Retriever to the Hell's Redeemer. So I collected the fuel tanks, fell another 300 feet, and completed 1 full round on the bridge using only the Hell's Retriever. It was at this point that I found out that the Hell's Retriever is so powerful, especially against Brutus. It literally 2-hits him. That would have been so nice to know the entire game. While I was there, I upgraded the Blundergat to the Sweeper,
Don't look like any shoot I ever seen.
and then went back to Party Town. I put the Retriever in this demon portal, went into Afterlife, and yeah, no, you have to wait around. I didn't know that. So in the meantime, I crafted the Acid Gat kit, got the Vitriolic Withering, completing my 5th challenge, and this thing was sweet. Now here I was, one last challenge to be victorious, but it was the hardest challenge any gamer could ever face. I had to survive one last round in the showers. One more round, and a Hell's Redeemer would be mine. Just one more round, and hell would be redeemed.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Blue light! Now that all the zombies have cringed to death, we have this little blue light, which means we can go into Afterlife and complete our final challenge, getting the Hell's Redeemer. Now we should just be able to go over here, walk up here, and we have the Hell's Redeemer, which should mean we have everything done. So all in all, this map was a ton of fun to play and learn. The environment and like the zombies aura of the map is something that just doesn't exist anymore. Like, I can't stress it enough. This was such a refreshing experience after playing Black Ops 6 and Cold War. The Blundergat and the Hell's Redeemer were so much fun to use. I totally get the hype of Mob of the Dead, and it instantly moves into one of my top 5 maps of all time. I cannot believe how much fun it was to make this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know down below what kind of maps you'd like to see me play next. I've never played any of the DLCs. Also, this is the first video I've ever recorded or edited, so if it looks stupid or I sound stupid, well, that's because I am stupid, but you get it. Bye!